What's up, guys? This is my second YouTube video, and today we're gonna actually be building something for this RC car. And this is a 6S Arma Notorious, I think is what it's called. And this thing is just badass all around, so I definitely want to add my FPV gear onto this. And it's gonna be a simple setup. We're 3D printing right now one of the parts for it, and the setup is basically going to be that the camera is going to be right here facing forwards, and then the VTX is going to be hiding down here, just because we have a triangle that all that space right there is going to be protected in case this thing flips over. And then for the camera, all we're going to do is 3D print some rails or something like this, like a crash bar or something, just to protect the camera so it doesn't get hurt. Alright, so this is an old mount that I had, and the VTX fits in here, and then right here there was a little bracket that the camera was mounted to, and then the antenna's in the back. But all we're gonna do in the slicer is that we're gonna cut right in between this hole right here and that little bracket that's broken. We're gonna slice it so that we can mount our camera separately from our VTX. We have where the VTX gets placed. I sliced it just in front of our actual part, which is right here. That's where the camera gets mounted, and we'll be able to mount that just by double-sided tape onto our RC car. And it's that simple. You just use the cut tool. Let me show you. You click on the part and you use the cut tool and you line up everything where you need it, and that's it. Alright, so I got the VTX into the mount, and all it is that's how simple it goes on. The antennas, and this just sits on it like that, and that's it. We have this part done. The other part is 5 minutes away, and I don't know, just a quick tip, I always leave this cover on just so I don't damage that lens on the camera. But we're gonna put some double-sided tape on this right here and glue it onto the cover. So we have the cover here for the RC car, and I just want to test fit everything just before I put everything in place. And the only thing I'm seeing is that the triangle that we talked about earlier is kind of smaller than I thought. And we do have enough slack here to actually put the camera, if we want it here, a little higher, lower. That's actually perfect. So I'm okay with putting the double-sided tape for the VTX right there where it's at. Alright, so one problem that I'm already seeing is that the VTX is not going to get any airflow, and that's a problem just because those are basically air-cooled if you really think about it. There is a fan on top, but I still had it overheating when I put it inside of a different RC car. So the good thing is we use double-sided tape so we can move it to a different location if we need to. But ideally, in the future, what I want to do is actually cut out the windows on all sides except the back and put the gimbal inside of there when I receive it next week, and be able to have like a first-person view of the driver's side, and maybe 3D print like interior, which would be pretty cool. But we have the other part right here, just finished printing, so that's gonna look something like this, which is actually perfect for what I wanted it to look like. We're able to control the angle, so what I'm gonna do is actually put it this way so that the cable's on the underside of it, and that's basically all we have to do. Alright, so it's literally this simple, and we have the FPV camera, and hopefully it is straight, which I think it is. But tomorrow when I actually put on the goggles, all I have to do to adjust it is loosen up the screws a little, and then right here you see you can adjust the pitch of the camera if you want it up or down, but we'll worry about that tomorrow. The FPV gear is basically done. So this is basically the final product. We have the VTX in the back, and I'm actually gonna make a Velcro to put the 3S battery right here, because I'm not going to go fast in the car until I see how everything's reacting. And the camera's placed with the double-sided tape, so that's not going anywhere. And if you guys like the video, just comment down below if you guys want to see any more upgrades. We can put the LED bar in the front right here. So that's something that I'm looking forward to be able to use it at night. And I'll catch you guys later.